The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings, and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard. I regretted saying it when I looked up cause I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joe Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl so I didn't get one, you sicko.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright. What's your name?
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
Why?
Because I love the taste of human blood.
Well, I am a vampire.
Really?
Yeah. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist things on my nails and red nail polish. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, we started Frenching passively and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked and then he put his boy's thingy in mine and we had sex. See, is that stupid? Oh, Draco, Draco. All of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. You bastard.
No, but you don't understand.
No, you idiot. You probably had AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snoopy and some other people. Vampire Potter, you mother... Everyone in the class stared at me and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understandably. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is it that you desire? You ridiculous dimwit.
Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco.
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Britney, a stupid pretty. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore.
Yeah, right. You bastard. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree, where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. No.
Imperious.
Crookshanks. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony. I must kill vampire fighter.
I thought about vampire and his sex eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort. No. Please.
I must. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? Voldemort got a soul retarded look on his face.
I have telekinesis. And if you doth not kill vampire, then I'll know what will happen to Draco.
Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco. Hi.
Hi.
His face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, jet between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me.
That's okay.
We went back into Hogwarts together making out. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Runt, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hagrid. Only today Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die, because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that, or a stake, and Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not.
Well, if you carry on this way, things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long and good night.
I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? What do you think? Well, Voldemort came and told me to kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him, because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will kill Draco. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
Why didn't you tell me? How could you poser muggle bitch?
I started to cry and cried. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery and I knew this time it wasn't cause he had a headache.
What have you done? Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.